go ahead and share that right quick. So what I do is I'll look at some of the Facebook comments, but I will focus more on the YouTube since it's only just Facebook and YouTube
Okay,
questions since last time we was missing the YouTube questions. So I just handle the YouTube while you handle the Facebook questions that come
perfect.
in.
Perfect. That will work. Let me get logged in over there.
And while we live, here we go, man. Once again, HVAC is Life podcast, man. We here for a Q&A Thursday, man. Q&A Thursday, man. With my boy, my favorite boy, Mr. Mark.
Right on, man.
What's going on, my
Appreciate it.
brother? It's
Oh, I'm
always
so
good.
glad to be here, dude.
It's always good to talk to you, man. I see you've been doing. I see. Finally, I was looking at one of the pages. Your wife shared it, and I seen that you've been posting your video. Why you been telling me you posting your videos, man? I could have shared it or
I'm
posted on a
always posting
page.
videos, dude. So we're posting videos, on a
Man,
daily
hey
basis.
man,
So
don't be scared, man. You can share it on the page. That's why I gave you that authority, if you want to
yeah, I'm
advertise
not
or
I'm not all about it. So like
yeah,
I don't push anything
yeah.
of my business that direction. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's been times I've been tempted, but like I'm not gonna let another guy do it, so I'm not gonna do it either. So
Yeah, yeah,
that is what
yeah,
it is.
yeah. How is the weather? Is it still cold there?
Dude, yesterday was freezing cold, man, with because we had like 40-mile-an-hour winds.
Mm,
But it's been like 80 degrees other than that, except for
yeah.
well, how about you guys? You guys finally starting to pop off over there? I
We
seen you
had
moving
we
more.
had we had popped off maybe this week and a little bit of last week, but today it was raining. Today it's just like on and off, man. So like
Gotcha.
tomorrow's. Matter of fact, let me give you the weather because it was like 80 degrees. Like today was 70 high 75. Tomorrow is 60. So we like in the 70s, but then Tuesday is 46. So it's like on and off type situation. But
I got you.
it's that usually happen when they go into full throttle season to where it's just like on and off, and then it just hits you, boom, and it's just straight
Yep.
80s and low 90s, and that's when it's wide open. So
Yeah, usually as soon as you hit that first 90-degree day, it usually just blows the door off of everything.
yeah.
You already have you posted a link or anything out there in the world
What?
to the live? Have you?
No, I'm posting it actually now.
Okay.
Since it's live now, so I'm gonna just go ahead and share it in my group. Actually, post it in my private group because I don't think nobody could see. So it's like a private group that I got for the Goat University
Oh yeah.
thing under my subscription. So
Yeah.
I'm posted in there, and then
Okay.
and if you're watching this, man, just drop down in the comment. Let me put it in the chat right here so you can see the comments from all support in here. Drop where you watching this from, man. If you're watching this right now, just go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, whatever you want to do. Just go ahead and support the movement, man. We are live to an Life podcast. Life podcast. Okay, I'm gonna keep that with that link. And I'm gonna stay on YouTube. I wish I would have got that on YouTube.
Should have really prepped this post first. Doing it at time up while I'm live. Not the best. All right, there we go.
Oh yeah, so we live. Yep, we live on YouTube. So I'll just stay here and put this right here for my YouTube thing and let it roll in, baby.
Yes, sir.
I've been trying to do more live videos as I troubleshoot sometimes, man. I get a lot of engagements with that.
Right on. Yeah, I saw you for a little bit. I didn't have time to stick around and listen to everything that you were saying. I almost commented on one of them today. The hell were you saying? Oh, you were basically just saying to just state the freaking facts, man.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah,
we're not
yeah,
out here to sell shit. Like, you just tell them, like, this is what's wrong and this is what's going
yeah,
to take to fix it. It just is what it is.
yeah. The facts are the facts, man.
The
I
facts
just
are the freaking facts, man.
yeah. I've gotten a lot of success with that since I've been tweaking things with my company and just learning. I've just been tweaking and tweaking, and the facts are the facts. Especially if you're someone who just love quality work and just standing on your product and stuff like that. So once you represent it and you really believe in it, clients are believing it because you can tell someone who don't believe in the service they're giving you just
Yeah,
by
100%.
by the conversation. You could tell.
100%. All right, I think I'm all set up now.
What's going on, OG? Music City HVAC. I think that's kind of funny, man. Like what people had their names, everybody. It's like everybody got that little HVAC gang name. That thing be funny, man. uh,
Oh, what kind of stuff are you getting? A whole bunch of AC calls these days? Are you
yeah,
guys?
I've been getting them since it been up there. Usually, what I have been doing is just knocking down my maintenances, really, and flipping them. Each one I get just really like flip them because there's always something in those flips, whether it's duct work or IAQ or insulation capacitors. Just what I'm saying, just making sure because it seems like when I knock the ones that I forget and I knock them out, then the calls just start coming in while I'm ripping and running instead of just sitting in one place.
Yep.
I'm actively running around, knocking them down one by one. So yeah, it's been coming through.
What's up, Amanda? Good to see you here.
I know she busy. She been having all damn heat waves since I don't know when, since all year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, been cold. Even during a snowstorm, she's posting pictures of her and her husband and her family on the mountains.
Yeah. Good times. Good times, man. If you guys have any questions out there, drop them down below. I probably should have developed up a couple of questions before we started this up, but drop your questions. We're here to answer them. We're here to get you guys over these hurdles that are holding you guys up. Or if you just want to shoot the shit, you want to tell us about something crazy that happened this week. We're here for that too, because everybody in HVAC, as you know, has some stories.
I don't think I had nothing crazy this week. What I had crazy this week? No, I didn't. I don't think I had nothing crazy this week. Nothing too crazy out the ordinary. I get them every now and then. Now I get them every now and then. Maybe because I don't have the affordable name no more. Y'all gonna see less and less of crazy stories.
Speaking of
I
crazy
did.
stories, Amanda over here got 107 in the forecast for this week.
That's what I was gonna ask. So what was the highest temp?
Bro,
That's crazy.
uh, we're still like 4 months from that here, but that's insane. I'm sorry to interrupt you, man. That 107 just came across the feed and was like, what?
Yeah, yeah. 107 is crazy. That's the Arizona weather.
It is.
Said nothing crazy for us this week. Than the heat we're dealing with in March.
I mean, that's good for the no cooling calls, I guess.
Definitely good for business.
Yes, sir.
Cause she said they don't have where she at. They only really use heat strips for their unit, so they're just running that
I
first
don't see why
stage.
you would even install them with these strips. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're just running that first stage.
Yeah. Of course, when it
That's
also, the flip side is when it gets like, below 60 degrees over there, people are calling that their heater's not
yeah,
working.
yeah. It probably do get cold over there. I remember I was in Vegas. It was cold one night. At night, it
Really?
was like cold.
Now,
Um,
what are we talking about as far as what are we considering cold? Because I mean, honestly, 60 degrees with a 20% humidity is pretty cold, to be honest
yeah,
with you. But are you talking about like it got down into the 40s or 30s or something? Or
I didn't even check the weather. I knew it was cold
okay,
right next to that desert.
yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, somebody ask some questions. Fire this puppy up for us. Get this ball rolling.
I appreciate you if you're watching on Facebook. I got 4 and YouTube. I appreciate you tuning in, man. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Like you say, ask us some questions, man. Tell us what you got on your mind. What's going on? Talk to us. We here for the free ski too. We ain't charging you.
Yep, exactly. I feel you on that one, Amanda. She says we had no winter at all this year. Now, we're not even in freaking Arizona. I'm in Oklahoma, and we had no winter at all this year either. I take that back. I think we had 3 days of winter. But honestly, nobody ever even fired up their heaters, really. So we never really had any major heating call influxes here in Oklahoma, and it's been brutal for our Oklahoma guys. Darian, you're over here in Oklahoma. Where about in Oklahoma? I'm over in Cushing, by the way.
It's that cold in Oklahoma. It's 40, 50 in the wind. It's crazy out here.
The winds have been absolutely
Where
insane.
do the winds come from?
Well, so yesterday they were coming from the north, man, and it was freezing but cold yesterday. Now they're coming
Yeah.
from the south, so it's not as bad. But
So basically, y'all be getting hit from each and every way.
yeah, kind of. Most of the time, it actually rolls from like Colorado and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, so the cold weather always comes from up north, but
How,
and it
how,
usually comes off the mountains.
how far are you from Colorado?
I mean, we're ways away. Last time we drove to Colorado, I think it took us like 8 hours or something. But the mountains, it's the mountains, and then the way the air flows off of those things, and then the jet stream, all that good stuff. But anyway, the mountains are what cools down that area, to my
Chris,
knowledge.
Chris says Oregon has on YouTube. Chris says Oregon has unseasonable warm weather.
Yeah, they missed their entire freaking winter with season 2.
In Oregon.
Yeah, I know Chris. He's
I think who's in Oregon? I know a few guys that's in Oregon. I think Sam is in Oregon. Sammy, oh Sammy.
yeah, it's been
I never been.
kind of rough.
I never been to Oregon.
I have not either. I know they get a lot of rain during a lot of their periods, so they do actually have a whole bunch of periods that they can't like do a whole lot.
In
'cause of
in
freaking rain.
Oklahoma, y'all be having like tornadoes.
Dude, we've already had a bunch this year. So we had some tornado warnings over my house, but we've actually had a couple of them touch down already. I think we've had like 4 or 5 tornadoes this month already in Oklahoma. Because like it's been warmer than it's supposed to be, so that's like when that warm and the cold air mix, and that's what we've been getting for the past couple of weeks here.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of that crap firing up. We got matter of fact. So the other day, I looked outside, and my entire yard was nothing but white, and it was just hail. So like we had a whole hail core come over and dump out I don't know how much hail. It was right during the middle of all those tornado things and all that good stuff. But yeah, freaking tornadoes everywhere, man.
Amanda said, "Okay, so how's your rebranding going, Willie?" I'm just getting into it, man. I'm still transition. It's a transition. I probably won't get the full effect to maybe about next summer or something like that. The real full effect because now I'm still you remember what the tab that you say you don't like? I just tell people to scan that QR code after every call, so they can have my Google, my email, website link, and then all my social media accounts, so they can watch me on and pass it to clients and stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing lately. Even the older ones, I tell them to scan that QR code, save the contact. Because if they're on an Android, if I'm not mistaken, it's not like iPhone where it saves immediately. You got to download it or something like that. So that's what I've been doing, trying to get the name out one client by one, man.
Yeah, have you got all your your shirts and all that stuff all rebranded already?
I'm actually gonna do that 1st of April because I
Okay.
just ordered all that stuff and good thing I got the machines to do it in house so I could just
Oh, right on, man. You
yeah I
got
do
like
all my
the
stuff in
crank out
house.
or whatever.
Yeah, I got I have a I got 2 press machines, a hat presser, I got a
Oh, heck.
screen print machine, I got a DTF machine, and the last one I probably get was a stitch machine. But stitch, stitch is something like high quality, like a golf shirt or something you want to stitch. But anything else is like DTG and press and
Yeah,
go. Or if you
yeah.
just want T-shirts, you could just screen print that one color, for the work.
I'm gonna send you some logos, man. Let's make this happen. No, that's awesome. You've got the whole setup in there, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, I always been. I don't know, man. I like to try things, man. I just got that ability to. I don't know the outcome, but I'm gonna go ahead and just jump 2 feet in and just say, hell, shit. If I fail, I fail. If I win, I come on top. That's a win for me. So
Right.
I don't know where I get that ability from. I don't know. Shit.
Oh, Music City over here says, y'all think the UV light and the eye wave work, or is it a scam?
Yeah, he's on YouTube.
Okay. Do you have a take on that?
I think it works if you got it properly. You know what I'm saying? If you got the duct system properly, you can't just be throwing it. I see guys who just throw it on old duct work, no media. I think it works perfectly if you have a media filter and that comes before the air scrubber, as well as the duct system as well. So that's like a whole different. I don't know why clients don't understand it. When I break it down to clients, like they think just getting a new system solve all their problems, or they have what I'm seeing right now in Charlotte is new construction. People coming after new construction have been done, and now they're having issues with airflow because it's all scatter box coming on top off the unit, going to another scatter box. So it's just bang bang gun all around, and it's not going to a straight airflow. That's I think. I think it should just be straight hard pipe with dampers in it to balance the air.
You like dampers? I mean, if you get them a higher load
Not
count
like
than
the
duct.
zone, not like the zone dampers, but the saddle with the dampers that you can manually open and close and regulate on that one to
Man, I'm
balance the
telling you,
airflow.
dude, if you size your ductwork properly, you don't need
Yeah,
all that crap. It's all about you got to balance the airflow and stuff, though. Don't get me wrong, you need to have balance and all that good stuff. I'm not going to get it, in depth into static pressure and all that kind of crap. But I mean, if you run your proper, manual D and all that stuff, like you shouldn't have any of those issues with needing of dampers or anything. But yeah, no, I agree with you. Like the dampers is better than not having a damper, to be perfectly honest with you, because it allows you to dial in the airflow a whole lot better.
yeah.
And then or at least
A
get
lot of
that,
guys
yeah.
don't do a lot of guys don't do that because it costs a lot. Let's be honest.
A lot of the
I
guys
kn-
aren't doing the ductwork properly at
yeah,
all, which is the
yeah,
reason why you see those scatter boxes and stuff.
yeah.
So, um,
I think it got to do with something with just the tradesmen that's in the field that's doing it.
yeah,
The young guys, it's easy for them to to do that, preferably than doing a whole. Because I think the second company I had before I left, well, it was the last company I had. They was doing hard pipe, all hard pipe. I remember them as hard pipe, and then I think towards the end they would do all hard pipe coming off the trunk line hard pipe, and maybe about 4 feet, 4.5, no more. You could do flex from there to the boot.
I actually like that route. I liked running trunk line with the flex because,
Yeah,
like, you get the benefits of both. So you don't like lose all that crap because you've got on a flex the whole way, but then you damper down the sound and all that kind of crap with that
yeah,
little portion of flex, and then it's cheaper to do than just run a pure metal too. So I actually like that method, to be honest with you. But as far as the UV lights, I mean, there's people out there that are like, this entire unit's completely filled with mold. Let me just slap a UV light in it, and then you're all fixed and good to go. And like that,
there's a lot of that
that's
going
not
on,
like
man.
it's not gonna fix anything. Like you've got to get rid of the issue first, and then yeah, the UV light can be a benefit, but it's not gonna like you
Yeah,
can't just throw a UV light in there and be like, okay, I'm done. Like that's
yeah.
not how you do it.
He said balance, and my boy Dario
Yeah.
said balance there. Man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We got 14 total watching right now, man. So let's keep building that up as we go. I think the next episode we probably get someone, another owner on here, or maybe two owners, and we just talk it out. It's good to have a perspective from someone that's in the field that's doing it.
Yeah, 100%.
He said it's a rule for us in Massachusetts. Flex slows airflow.
Hey, what's your philosophy on buying new vans as you scale? Do you pay cash? Oh, we're scrolling just a second. Do you pay cash, finance through the business credit, etc.? We're looking for another van. I'm curious what you guys do.
Mm.
Now, what's your recommendation there, man? That one's kind of a halfway a loaded question. So I know that somebody's actually gonna have a better answer than me out there, but
It depends. I would probably say it depends on how like it varies for everybody. Cause like when I first got my van, I was going to finance it, and I swear to God, I'm so happy I didn't finance it because it was right after COVID. I think it's either before it would think it was during COVID or right after COVID, and prices for cars skyrocket. Amazon was renting up all the fleet vehicles, so van prices was just outrageous. So I think I brought mine's a 2016, 2017. I bought it for 13,000 cash.
Okay.
But the same van was I think I found a guy on Facebook. I forgot his name. God forgive. I forgot his name. He specialized in refurbished vans. So he buy up the vans around town, clean them up, put the racks and stuff in, and he sell them. I think he wanted 30,000 for it. Same van. Think around the same miles.
Okay.
I'd probably still been paying on that thing, or being close to just making a large sum and putting down. It depends, man. It really depends on how you want it. Cause like I tell everybody, if you coming into the business, you don't want no overhead immediately. You don't want overhead immediately. If you could pay for something cash that look clean, because that's what a lot of good guys do. They start with something, they pay it for cash, look clean, dress it up, keep the oil change on it, and then when they start to make the money, getting that credit together, building their resume for their business, then they go get the vans and all that stuff like that. You definitely don't want to be. You definitely don't. Not in this time of climate, being in debt as a new owner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I completely concur with that. Like it literally does depend on exactly
yeah,
like a lot of these things. It depends on your business and
yeah,
exactly what you're going through.
yeah,
If you are a new guy, yeah, you honestly, you don't have any business, credit to begin with, so you'd be running on personal credit,
yeah,
and yeah, you shouldn't really probably take that on because you don't even know if you can afford your overhead at that point.
yeah,
However, once you're like maybe 2 years into the business or something, you're like, I can get a truck on the road for say $800 a month,
yeah.
and I know that truck's going to make me at least $2,000 a month in our worst months.
You know what's crazy?
Maybe.
Most companies don't even do that no more. They build it up, and then once they get the cash flow, they buy those they buy that truck straight out. They buy it out. No question.
So
Yeah,
that's where you need to talk to one of your financial advisor people
yeah,
because the tax incentives and all that other stuff for going one route versus the other route, tying up money, tying up funds, that it is entirely business to business. And some people, honestly, a lease is the way to go on some of your guys' businesses. So maybe a lease is the way to go, and you don't ever have to worry about the fact that you might have a truck down at some point in time or something.
yeah.
But you should definitely look at it through your business and what makes sense. So, Amanda, to answer your question, depends.
Definitely depends what type of money you playing with. Some people come in this game with some money. Some come with just the last check they had from that job.
Yeah.
He said it's using a vial core removal tool, the modern and most efficient way, or eliminating manifold holes? Question marks. Possible leaks and hoses. I am not understanding what he asking.
So
Chandler.
yes, 100% you should be using valve core removal tools. If you're
Ah,
not pulling a vacuum through, by pulling a vacuum directly through without having the Schrader in place, you are going to
oh
pull a
yeah,
vacuum dramatically quicker. You're going to get more moisture out. You're going to get more contaminants out of the system that might not have even come out of the system through the little bitty Schrader core area. Now, as far as eliminating the manifolds, the hose, and all that other stuff, honestly, I highly recommend that too. Filled piece. I've had so many filled pieces leak from like that little sight glass and crap, and you're over there. You shouldn't be using your filled piece or your anything else as a micron gauge anyway. So, yeah, directly from vacuum pump through your valve core removal tool with a vacuum hose and then a micron gauge on the other end of the system, people. Okay.
I think I'm gonna do a video on explaining that. I think what's the name did a video on that on how to set it up
Make
correctly.
yeah, make sure you explain that micron gauge needs to be on the other end. I can't tell you how many times I see people they'll have the two ports on the vacuum pump. So
Yeah,
you've got the big vacuum port and then you've got that one off the side on
yeah,
some of them. they'll throw the micron
On the
gauge right
side.
here, and then they run the vacuum hose over. I'm like, you're not reading
Yeah.
you're reading what the vacuum pump is pulling. You're not reading what the
Yeah.
system is. So like, if you actually throw that on the liquid line
on the liquid
on the
line,
other
yeah.
side,
Yeah.
and then you're pulling through the suction side, then you know that the entire system is pulled down to 500.
So you just pulling it through the suction side without the stem.
Yeah, I mean, you could pull it both sides. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I'd still put it on the liquid side because there's more constriction on the liquid side, and
Yeah.
the suction. Anyway. But
Well,
yeah, you gotta be reading
Jimmy
the whole thing.
said for 5 years I brought used, and then he just got 2 brand new wrap right before tax season for 65K each. Took the depreciation, got a federal tax refund. Great strategy when you have profit to depreciate. But like Willie said, when you're starting out, the best is not to have overhead, which is true.
Yeah, no, he nailed it right there. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, there are some tax incentives and stuff that you can do.
Yeah.
But it is a case by case basis, 100%. And
Was
don't
that
overextend yourselves, guys.
Amanda asking that question?
Amanda's the one that asked the question. Yeah, I
Oh, okay,
believe.
yeah. Cause she probably want to learn. She's grown. I know her and her company is grown.
Heck yeah.
It's probably growing at a fast pace. That's what probably people run into when they like you come from just being a single owner to now you got employees. Now they need certain things to operate and it's growing. So you don't know whether you want to go ahead and go go through the bank or you want to pay. Just whew. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing, man.
And old Walter over here, Oklahoma in the house. What's up, Walter? Where you at?
He said, yo, my God, started maintenance here in Tennessee. Hope all is well. Good job, Michael. Time to get your hands dirty. There's a lot of guys going to get their hands dirty this summer. Let me make sure. He said, yeah, Tim can get special financing on cargo van. Yeah, some people get special financing. I'm just glad I didn't get financing. Sheesh.
Yeah, like, it all seems good and fun, when everything's going well, and then all things aren't going well.
That's the only gambling business. When things are going good, it's good, and when things it's a little rocky, it's rocky. That's the roller coaster of being an entrepreneur, man. So you got to take a risk. Whatever works best for you, work best for you. You won't know until you try. That's all I say. Just at least try it, and hopefully you make a smart decision.
Yep.
Yeah.
Walter over here in Tulsa. Hey, I'm over in Cushing, man. You're about an hour away from me. We spend all of our money in Tulsa, but
he said the Hvac 2-in-1 VCR, it seems like the best one on the market. Yeah. With the adapter.
I've not used the Hvac, but I have watched it in use and it seems legit. I believe, isn't that the one? I feel like that's the one that Ty Brenneman actually did that, like, sunk in the 55-gallon drum with, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a long time since I watched that.
I seen that video when he used it on the vacuum.
I think he used the Hvac, but I could be wrong.
Oh, that's the new one right here with it stacked on it. So let me show you. I haven't seen this one yet, but this one.
Oh, okay, maybe that's the one that I haven't seen either.
Was this one right here? It's kind of
Oh, okay, that's something different than what I was even. Yeah. I was thinking he was talking about.
They coming out with a lot of new stuff, man. It seems like they keep coming out with new gear for us to buy and shit.
I thought he was talking about an actual vacuum pump. I didn't even know they made freaking.
Yeah, he talking about the adapter.
Remove. I see it.
Yeah, because it got the removal tool at the bottom and then the two at the top for the hose.
I got you.
Yeah, that one is on sale for $155.
7 CFM dual voltage. Okay, dual voltage, is that like 120 240 or is that like 120 battery? Sorry, I'm like completely oblivious to the Hvac stuff, man.
Man, there's so many tools out here.
Dude, there is. Yeah. It's crazy. Man, the other day I was watching something. I was like, man, are we really going to do this? Plug in our battery. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah. You talking about the vacuum.
Yeah. They've got like these DeWalt tools. They're like, hey, come over here, you get this. And we just
I like the stuff, but
It's too
You got to
much.
keep up with all
Huh?
the batteries. You got to keep it
Dude,
charged. It become a fucking job, but then now you got to buy a charge kit little thing, and it just
this thing
because
was
I see some
legit.
I see some guys who have like the charge, the charge port station, and it's built into the van, and
Yeah.
they got the electrical going to where they could just put it on
Mhm.
the charger and just go, and they got about at least 20 charges. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, you
batteries.
need to do that,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah,
Most of the newer vehicles come with the ability to
yeah,
like plug in a 110. It doesn't power a vacuum pump or anything, but it will charge up
yeah,
some batteries.
yeah.
But dude, like I saw the other day, that it was like five separate tools from DeWalt, and all it did was the first tool reamed it, the second tool freaking like cleaned it up, the third tool swaged it, and then the fourth tool and I'm sitting here like, are we really carrying out five tools just to run to
Some
do a swage, dude?
some
Like,
guys be serious. You talk about the electrical switcher, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
but it was literally five separate tools. So he had five DeWalt batteries and five
Uh,
separate tools. He's like, we're gonna clean it up, so we'll use that tool. And then second, we're gonna go ahead and ream it out. And like, well, when I
oh,
swage, I'm reaming it at the same time, so I don't know why he's using that one. And then he's like, okay, then we come over here and we grab this one and we run it through there. And I'm like, dude, I ain't dragging five tools like for
which
one little braze
which
point.
one you was
Like,
talking about, Chandler? You got to give us the model number of the one you were talking about. But the one that I seen right there, that I was showing that one looked cool. But I don't think that would be it like it gets stuck on a unit or something.
yeah, that's pretty big,
Yeah.
pretty bulky. I
Stuck
mean, I
on
already
you.
have problems with some of those other ones. Like I prefer the oh crap, Apion. I prefer the Apion one.
I got that one. That's the black and yellow one. Come in a black and yellow box, right? Yeah, I got
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah, I prefer that one. It's like you can tell it's quality. When it's in your
Yeah.
hand, it's better than the filled piece ones and the yellow jacket ones I've used in the past.
Yeah.
But like, it's still there's still some areas that you're like, well, we can't use this because it's
Mm.
so bulky. And so like you get those bigger ones, I don't even know.
Plug. Oh yeah, it does got a plug-in option on that vacuum pump. It's just in case if you, because I see what's the name be using that now. I guess he got a sponsorship. I don't because what's the name, DeWalt and Mel Walker. They don't give a damn about sponsorship because they got the people.
Exactly.
I hit them up sometimes. They don't even give a damn. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Household
Yeah.
Pro did the same thing, man. They're like, we don't give a shit about you. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I talk to like a lot of guys, man. Like, they're like, yeah, I don't care. Like, all right, whatever.
He said I prefer APN too. Yeah. They got some quality tools.
Yeah, that was a pretty solid. Trade Pro is a solid 1.5 CFM, fairly decent pricing. Right on. Right on. Yeah, I don't know if I would ever trust a battery only option. So that's
Mm.
awesome that they come out with the plug or battery option because the
Yeah.
battery can
Yeah.
totally save your butt in some of those
Yeah,
scenarios.
sometimes I hate dropping the cord, man. Oh, I have a
Or
long
like even
enough
trying to
cord.
find a freaking window maker or a spot to put a window maker on a system. Like
Yeah,
on some of these, you got a rooftop unit or something, need 500 foot of extension cord or run a window
yeah.
maker, or you just run a battery operated, dude. That's cool.
Mm. Trade, bro. Shoot, I just went to go look at a project today. I don't know what the lady was thinking. I don't know what she wants. She brought a five. She brought a 5 unit complex, 5 unit
Okay.
duplex or whatever.
Yeah.
And the units, I think the ductwork is 1970, and the furnace is a little bit older on the unit. It's an older place, but she asked me, can I just give a price on just the units? I'm like, no, you got the two things. You either gonna have to strip it down to the studs for us to do it, or you gonna have to go with multi heads.
Yeah.
Because it was each unit was like 896 square foot. 2 bedrooms upstairs and then living room, um, kitchen downstairs. I said the only thing with that 3 head mount, 24K BTU is just for enough space for downstairs and 6K upstairs in both rooms. The bathrooms won't have no air or heat. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are the bathrooms located? Are they in the center? Hopefully,
The
no
bath
windows or anything.
the bathroom is one now, but they're about to convert the space under the steps to a bathroom, and then when you walk up the top floor, the bathroom is on the left, and then the closet right there is what it because they had furnaces in the place, but it was only furnaces and no AC. Because you could tell
Oh,
the furnaces was just upflow, and the ductwork was just metal, but it was like uninsulated metal, so you know it was only heat. So
right.
like I can't put an AC in it because that ductwork that's gonna start sweating. So you gotta break the
He just,
stuff.
he just dropped that Navac. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and share my screen. We'll go on a field trip here because I went ahead and pulled it up. Let's see here if it'll
Navac
let me.
NRV valve core one. Put that in your search
I don't know if I'm
bar.
sharing my screen or not. I said I was.
Yeah, I didn't know
Oh,
you could do that.
yes, sir. So anyway, yep, that's that Navac tool that he's got, which basically looks, it looks
It
very
looks just like
reminiscent to the Yellow Jacket.
yeah.
It looks a little bit longer than the Apion to me, but I could be wrong. So I mean, they're all the same damn thing. But yeah, you need to use one of these, by the way. It is highly recommended.
No, that
I
was
like the
cool.
fact that it's all black, but I might end up losing that sucker as soon as I drop it down. Like I had this like awesome freaking camo knife for the longest time, and like camo knife is all cool and stuff until you go fishing one day, and then cut up some fish with your camo knife, and then you go back out there and can't find the damn camo knife stuck in
Nah,
the grass.
ain't that a bitch?
Yeah. Somebody got a new knife at some point in time, but drop you guys' questions. We're here to answer them still. Anything and everything HVAC related or personal related, we're cool. Just let us know what you're struggling with, and we'll do our best to get you over it. Like the last live we had a couple of questions that I was not able to answer right then and right there, but I was able to actually get the answer for the people afterwards. So even if we don't know the answer, we will get you the answer in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a huge moral booster for our two guys who have been here for the longest. I never got a new van when I was a technician, so it can be a great moral booster as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it always feels good when somebody says, "Hey, you get the new one."
Yeah, especially they've been around for the longest.
Yeah.
Gotta treat you guys good, man. Treat you guys good, man. Cause somebody's willing to go the extra mile to get that employee. Seems like it's a battle. It's gonna be even worse, a battle for good employees.
So Darian says, "What's your pitch for customers that are not looking for the higher efficiency systems?"
That aren't looking for higher efficiency, I just I picture like a car salesman. You got your Hondas over here, you got your Benzes and your Ferraris over here. You got your Ferrari, Benz, and Honda. Once you give that quote out, let them choose. You shouldn't be just giving one high option. You got to have at least about two or three quotes. I say minimum of three quotes,
Yep.
and let them choose. You don't want to force anyone to buy something they don't want because not everybody values the same thing that you value. Even though, like we were just talking about, as far as duct systems and how the way to run a correct duct system, most clients, I would say most clients don't want to pay for all that. Some people just want to pay for maybe you buying getting a supply plenum and a return plenum and keeping the same original ductwork attached to it.
I mean, I would say a lot of that comes down to like before you ever even make a freaking proposal for the customer. Like you should already know what their pain points are. And so if their pain points are, I don't have any effing money, well, then you need to Well, like it doesn't. It's a moot point that we're trying to sell them a 20-SEER system or something like that. Now, if their pain points are like, I do have money, but like I am not happy, and my electric bill seems like it's going up day after day, year after year, then maybe we have a conversation for, well, we spend a little bit more money up front and we can drop that electric bill down. Or we
Yeah.
can talk about it from a comfortability factor, but literally every single customer, the pain points that they have are entirely different, and what
Yeah.
they want to spend money for their pains are entirely different. Somebody that's over there like, it's been 72 degrees in my house, but I've not been comfortable because the humidity level, my system just can't keep up with the humidity levels. Well, they're going to enjoy the higher efficiency system much more than somebody that's just like, their pain is, well, my electric bill's like $50 more this month.
Yeah.
So it's about knowing your customer. So we're not even trying to pitch anything. You're just trying to offer solutions and then letting them choose.
Definitely keep your options open. You could get a feel if you've been doing this in sales. You could get some feels for clients and just listen to them talk. If you listen to a conversation with your client, like really listen to them, you'll know. You'll know, especially if they, like you say, if you have a way to win them over. If it's like an issue, like the other day, I went on a call, unit was leaking. She was talking about getting prices on replacing it, but then she said, "Well, I've been having issues since I've been in this house, new construction. Certain rooms don't get a temperature. Now you could go ahead and offer her the whole shebang to where you could get that high sear and do the duct system and all like just the whole just shebang, man, from the duct system to the equipment to the filters, and now you're adding IAQ into the situation to get that ticket because I know you want to get that ticket price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's more about just helping them.
Yeah, you definitely help them. Yeah, especially if they got an issue that's been bothering them.
Yeah, and if they've been having allergies and crap for the past freaking 10 years since they moved into the house, well, they're probably going to tell you that because you should have done some sort of inquiring questions, which brings up indoor air quality in some way, shape, or form.
I think that's what he's missing. Yeah.
And yeah, so I think it's all comes down to the conversation before you ever even start the proposal.
Yeah. He said, "How do you design the duct system?" Andrew, let me see. Is he on Facebook? He's on YouTube. Tells you at the bottom. I hope I didn't miss. So,
how do you design the duct system? I hit up somebody that runs a freaking manual D after you've already done all the other crap. That's the we're professionals here. So
yeah.
I'm gonna go. Do you do your own load calcs and stuff, Willie?
You said, do I do my own low calcs?
Yeah.
No, I use a software.
Okay. Well, that's what I mean. And but you do it.
Yeah, but I still got the stuff to do it manually though. You still got to have that just in case,
Yeah.
I
was just meaning I didn't know if you hired it out or if you just there you go.
Yeah, I still got
we have to have that to pass our we have to have that to pass our test over here for our contractors.
Still in the wrapper, man. Still, can't forget the old fashioned,
Yeah.
Yeah, you could depend on computers, but you still need to know what's going on when you punching them numbers in. He said manual J and load calculation 100% of the time. Just asking because I just recently passed my contractor. Yeah, you definitely 100%. if you just pass your contractor license and you're doing certain jobs, you definitely want to do a load calculation to cover your ass.
Always do a load calc, man, if you can. Don't never trust the previous guy because the previous guy didn't freaking do it. Even if he was the one that installed the system when the house was built, he never did load calculations.
It's just efficiency and perfection, man. If you want to be one of the top companies and you want to sell good equipment, and you want to just be on top of the game, just do it by the books, you know.
Yeah.
This stuff wasn't created yesterday, so why try to reinvent the wheel when it's already there? That's been previous people that done made millions doing this, so stick to what's been working for them.
Yeah.
Yep, because
Yeah. 100%.
there's a lot of guys cutting corners, man.
Oh, I'm trying to share your link over here real quick.
Set manual trade low calculation. Yep. I would probably get a software as well. Find a software that works best for you.
Yeah. Dude, they got some pretty cool ones, man. They're like my favorite one requires you have a freaking iPad, and I hate everything Apple, but
Yeah,
like they've got those ones where like now you just take it in the room, you turn on your camera, and you just
and
like
do it for you.
do this
Yeah,
360. It basically marks down all your walls. You just look up, down, all that kind of crap. It configures it all in. You just tell it like, hey, we have such and such insulation in the walls. We have, double pane windows, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. And then, it just figures it out for you, draws up the plan, all that good crap. And all you did was walk through the house with your freaking iPad. Super
yeah.
cool, kind of expensive. Super
It's
cool. What the hell's
it's
the name?
it's
That's Conduit Tech, I think.
it's worth it if it's bringing you some money.
It's worth it. It's
Yeah.
worth it the first time you do it, but it is a little bit pricey.
He
You do
said
get some sticker shock.
what's the site for the iPad for the low count?
I
Sorry, y'all.
I think it's Conduit Tech. Let's see. Now there's another one that's very similar to it, but it's not like HVAC related.
Yeah.
Getconduit.com. LiDAR load calculations. That's the reason why you need the iPad is for the LiDAR. But yeah, getconduit.com. I will drop. Yeah.
Chandler says, when you send out the proposal, are you figuring in for having to fix builder grade ductwork, whether it's adding bypasses? Yes, you got to do it all. You got to do
Yeah.
your homework. The last thing you need to do is put in a unit, then you come back and say they saying it's not cooling right, and you say, oh well, you need a return. The first thing the client said, why didn't you tell me before? Now you looking crazy in front of the client. And
Yep. Take
this
your
this
car in to get a freaking oil change and the damn
and
thing
this
won't even start
and
up.
this
Like, are you
this
upset? Like,
and this is what we stemming back from on the load count. If you would did the load count, you would have knew you need more return.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's a covering your ass kind of thing too, because even if the customer's like, I'm not paying for ductwork, well, when they come back to you 6 months from now, when it's finally 100 degrees outside, you have all the information because they wrote off and signed off that they did not want the ductwork that you told them that they absolutely needed because you ran a load calculation and you let them know that it was messed up. And
yeah.
so now they have no recourse because you flat out told them, like, you need to do this. You said you don't want to do this. You signed on the dotted line. Our hands are clear. Like, we tried to do the right thing.
That's what separate the real bosses, man. And some guys out
Yeah.
here that's doing great work and great getting a great. Once you get a great name and your work speak for itself, man, the price is unlimited. I swear to God, is unlimited to what people will pay for quality work because there's a lot of people that do bad work. And if that wasn't the case, then why do we have private equity companies? They're getting paid crazy amount of money. At one time, somebody had to believe in them, so
Yep.
it's possible. If they could get the money, you could get the money too.
Yeah, because I can almost guarantee you that the stuff that you're putting out on the other end of it's probably better than their chart,
Yeah.
than what they're doing.
Mr. John, Ty John, he said best advice on finding commercial units on a roof with little to no labels.
Yeah, what do you got on that one?
I'll probably
A
say
second person helps dramatically. Cycle that unit on and off down from the thermostat. But yeah, are you trying to find it from the thermostat? What are we trying to find?
yeah, you probably need two guys on that, man.
It definitely helps if you
It
have two
depends.
guys.
It depends. Yeah, you definitely gonna need two guys, man. I think most commercial settings need two guys, especially if it's on a call and you got to climb on the roof. It's 12, 15 feet up, and you got 20 thermostats, and man, that shit it'll get to you. Yeah, you definitely need a second guy on there, or you're gonna be there all fucking day
all day. And you might,
looking.
I'm not gonna lie, I fixed a couple of the units that weren't the right unit.
Yeah,
Like, I found the problem,
yeah, but it's not that problem.
and it wasn't even the right
Yeah,
damn unit, man. But
yeah,
on a bright note, I did find a problem. But so, like, when you go up on the roof and you're like, I know one of these is not cooling properly, you might still not fix the right one. That's how it happened with me. I'm up there all by myself and was like, that don't seem right. You know, like, okay, I got you all fixed up. I'm on the wrong side of the damn building, man.
yeah.
But somebody else is going to be happy tomorrow when the damn unit still works.
Definitely two guys to get on that phone to make sure that the vulture's coming
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. I mean, there's ways around it if you're the only guy, but it does make it
Yeah, it's gonna take a little while.
dramatically harder.
It'll probably be the first few hours is just to assess the unit, see which one to go to which. That'll probably take a while, depending on how many units. I haven't did too much commercial where it's a whole bunch of units. Usually be just like light commercial where it's just a few package units on the rooftop, 3-phase, 2.8, 230, something simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
I mean,
imagine for like a
so you could go down to the thermostat, you could turn the blower on to continuous,
yeah.
right? And then maybe you could do something else at the thermostat to where you could verify that that's the right unit. But most of the time on commercial jobs, you know, the blower is not going to be just running continuously unless the economizer is open. So then when you get on the roof, you're like, okay, nothing's running except for the blower. This might be my unit, but then you need to really confirm it. And so you can, you know, however you do that, whether you want to like wire a couple of the
That's
unused wires
that
together, get up on top and do a continuity test.
yeah, probably continuity test. That would be a good idea to cause that's a lot of commercial people don't know which unit to go to which. Like we had a church that had maybe about 11 units on the property. I think 5 of them on 97 units, 10 tons, and they don't know which one is which. So we would do like a maintenance program with them, and we'd do a full assessment to where we go through the whole entire building and see which one go to which.
Yep.
And that's a ticket for you. And then you could go ahead and do the label for yourself. So when you got the maintenance program with them, when another guy come back, they know which one goes to which. Now you got a whole diagram for the building. So that's another opportunity to make a sale.
Dario, I've done that method before. The only issue that you run in with there is you're running the heat while you're trying to find a unit. A lot of times when you're at the thermostat, you turn on the heat. By the time you get on the unit on top of the roof, you're 5-10 minutes in. And so the heater's been blasting in the middle of summer. You know, so I feel you though. That, yeah, you'll find the unit because it's the only one running and heating when it's 80, 90 degrees outside. But you can end up with a whole bunch of pissed off people at the same time.
Who turned the heat on?
Yeah, and then also that's the other thing is you might
Piss
get
them
all
off.
the way up there and they've already turned it back off because they're like, why in the hell was the heat on? And then you're up there like looking for the one unit with its running heat.
I think the
And there's
worst
not
one
one.
is one of those like salon suite ones. They got a whole bunch of units in different suites. I hate those ones.
You know.
That definitely take a two guy crew.
And by the way, the evaporator coil's dirty. But I just
Yeah.
want to let you know right now, they got too much freaking hairspray and stuff in that evaporator coil right now. You need to go clean it. I don't even know which one you're working on, but it's dirty. Yeah, he told them, hey, it's going to be baking for a few minutes. It works
Yeah.
if you can get up there without pissing them off too bad.
Yeah.
Because I flat out told customers too, like, hey, by the way, don't turn the air conditioner off because I'm outside trying to charge your unit right now. And then I come back inside because as soon as I started adding gas, the unit shut off. And they're like, well, I got cold. Like, I flat out told you to your face not to shut the air conditioner off. But anyway, customers will be customers. Follow the gas lines. It works too, if you can.
Understand YouTube. Appreciate
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
watching, man. We got 25 in the building, man. Appreciate you.
That's what's up.
Say if it's in the shopping mall, follow it. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, ask your questions if you guys have any questions. That's what we're here for. I realize that we're kind of just sitting here staring at you for a
I
moment,
probably would
but
say a question like as far as like the incident I had, I think yesterday. As far as like when these prices keep increasing for accessories, I know I'm on a low grade, but like imagine it for a high grade that you just send your techs out to go get the materials or you order materials for the day and whatever in stock, and it's just a crazy price. A lot of people don't talk about that because it's like once you order at the supply house, you have to buy it because you don't want to look like that guy. You get what I'm saying? Everybody's at the counter. You're ready
yeah.
to check out. Hey, it's XYZ. You don't want to be that guy to say, "Hey, that's too much. Put that back." They gonna look at you crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been that guy, and I
Yeah.
take a little bit of a different tact with it because I'm a bitch. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I leave, and then I call them up and I say, "Oh man, customer bailed out at the last minute. They said they didn't want me to go for it."
Yeah.
And then you go pick it up, for $400 cheaper somewhere else. Sometimes,
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna lie, there's some of them
It's
times.
it's getting it's getting really bad, man. I kind of see what they be doing because they certain things is marked up that you really need on a job. So like copper sometimes be a little
Still
bit
floss.
anything, anything. I'm like what, and you don't see it until you pay for it because they show you the breakdown.
Well, thank God you only bought 4 sticks and not 4
Oh
freaking
yeah,
tubes.
I was mad about that because I was looking for some 5%. I think I had ran out, and I said I was gonna go.
5% or 15?
I was going to buy 5% the pack because I wasn't gonna buy. I already knew Johnstone was gonna be down there $400 or $500 for the
Yeah.
pack, and I just had just that little coil and compressor to put in. So I was like, man, let me just buy the five for right now because the five it melts real fast. As soon as you put some heat to that motherfucker get the melting.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've got no good experience with 5. Actually, I
yeah,
think I did 6 maybe, but I'm a 15 all day, every day kind of guy.
yeah.
But
I guess you just gotta like you say, what I'm saying, call around and a lot of guys are calling around. I just like the other day.
you have to. It's stupid
You
not
know what's
to.
so fucking crazy?
What you
Somebody
got?
seen my post. Somebody seen my post. He worked at the supply house. He called me. He said, "Man, I got some 14A on sale, and I got some 15% on sale." He's like, I was like, "That's crazy. I just said something about that." He said, "Yeah, I seen your post, but I wasn't gonna say nothing." So he called me. He's like, "Man, I got some coming in tomorrow, $200, 15%." So I'm gonna buy.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy.
Sold.
I'm gonna buy 2 packs tomorrow and just hold on to that because paying
Just
full.
2. I might as well buy freaking all of them. We'll just stand outside like Girl Scout cookie sellers, man. Hey, I got that
Shit,
15%, man.
25 a stick. God damn. Ain't nothing wrong for that. God damn. I got down the road, so I got down the road and I was like, I looked at my receipt. I say $100 for 4 sticks. Oh hell no! It's all
Uh,
good though. It's all good though. It's all good. Anything,
uh,
lesson learned. Now I know not to get no single Lucy sticks ever again. Ever.
ever. Dude, we
Ever.
got a local distributor that'll drop you 2 sticks every time you buy a condenser, man. Maybe you just
Yeah.
like they give you 2 sticks of 15% every time you buy a condenser, and,
It's
and a
getting
pack of Gatorade,
it's getting
like
crazy.
the Gatorade stuff. But uh, let's see. Oh, Dario said he gonna mail you some 5%. He said you have the damn things, man. Hey, thermal
uh,
gun or temp gun necessary? I
I
love
seen
them.
I seen people using a thermal gun.
Yeah, we're talking about thermal camera. We're talking about just like one of those little beep beep like temperature things over there, Chandler. Either way, honestly, I like both of them, but they have totally different purposes. Now, don't get me wrong. If you guys are using that little gun, the beep beep, I say the beep beep because that's what they always end up doing. But the little infrared thing, they're highly inaccurate. And where you shine them determines their accuracy. So if you shine it onto a shiny surface, i.e., return grill, supply grill, it's not going to be accurate. However, inaccurate on both sides, I'm cool with you. I use those for Delta T because it's so much quicker. So
I
in
think we
order to check
missed.
my change in temperature there.
I think we missed some few. He said I got an interview tomorrow. Didn't go to trade school. Have no mechanical background. With the job on my own. I passed the online residential commercial diploma in skills cat. I passed my EPA 1 and 2. Okay. Ace that interview, man. You don't.
Yep.
There's
Yep.
a lot
Yep.
of guys. There's a lot of guys being hired without any type of school experience.
I
Long as
mean,
you,
you got to start somewhere.
yeah,
And right now's the time. So, you're in at the right time. From now until about 4, 5, 6 months from now, people are going to start finally starting to hire again. And you've seen some of that on the HVAC is Life group. And if you guys have not been following the HVAC is Life group, if you drop in there where you're located, your some of this, the fact that you have the EPA 1 and 2, and did I say location, and like where you're kind of looking for, there's employers and there's employees both in the HVAC is Life group. And one of our goals is to try to connect all you guys, because
yeah.
all you techs that need a job, there's a whole bunch of employers out there that need some techs. So
They definitely do.
definitely drop it in
He
the group.
says some tips on the interview, please. I will probably do a refreshing of what you passed as far as your refrigeration, because they might ask you. I remember I had a job. They did like a test on me. They had a sheet, multiple questions, few maybe about 25, 30 questions on HVAC. So they might test you. So definitely get in that book. He said, I pull my account up on my cell phone and check the prices while I'm at the supply house. You,
Yeah. Yeah.
you definitely got to check, man. If they could get over, they will. Shit.
Yeah. And then especially if if the supply house, if the distributor tells you that it's going to be like 2 weeks or it's going to be like a month for the part to come in, dude, get online and honestly go to supplyhouse.com. I found so much more crap at supplyhouse.com for cheaper. Not only some of this stuff is more expensive, but this is
Yeah.
where the price shopping helps. Supplyhouse.com will get you there in 2 days. So these people, they're saying, we got to order it from the factory, and the factory is like 3 months behind. Like, F all of that, dude. You can find it even somewhere. And go ahead and order it three weeks, behind or whatever, but then go find it somewhere else.
William says, are you guys pressing yet?
I'm not all about it, dude.
They're not about it.
No, I'm a braise for life kind of guy. I love my brazen. I mean, don't get me wrong, got to flow nitro and all that stuff. So I love the fact that there is press, because there's a whole bunch of. Now, do not take offense to this if you were a press guy, but I love press for the guys that are too lazy to drag the nitro off the truck while they're brazing.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they're too lazy to drag the nitro off the truck when they're brazing, because they're going to drag the nitro off the truck to pressurize the system, hopefully, right after they get done brazing. So what the hell? But I'm a braze guy all
Okay.
the way.
He said,
Personally.
all the way, mate.
Yeah, yeah. Now, how about you? I know you like maybe doing both.
I haven't pressed yet. I haven't did the
Okay.
tool. I haven't brought the tool yet. I'm thinking about getting the tool, but I'm still.
It's about the same price as a tube of Silphos these days,
Ah,
man. Like $3,000 or something.
My only
So
thing,
sorry.
man, my only thing about pressing is maybe press at the unit, but anything past the unit, like joining the line set or anything, I probably braze right there just for the simple
Yeah.
fact that something I don't want to get down to it. Just make sure it's secure. I could fix something at the unit, but it's hard to fix something that's a little bit further down in the line.
Yeah, throwing a
Yeah.
press in the wall or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, nah, hell no.
Not for it.
Some of them be trying to press in spots that you barely could get into. Ah, once you cut that line, now you just risking it leaking again. Now you got to run a whole new line type situation. I don't
Yeah.
know, man. What's the name press? A lot of people press, man. It just depends on,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll see in the next 3 to 4 years on the outcome of pressing, because I guess in the supply house is trying to force us, or the equipment, they trying to force us to press.
Yeah, it kind of seems that way. I know some of that has to do with the silver prices and all that, but
Yeah.
I can't help but believe that it has something to do with these pressing stuff trying to get out there more. Seems like everything's a freaking racket these days. Just trying to get you to pay more money for something. I could definitely see it being useful for those furnace mobile homes. Don't get me wrong, like I'm perfectly fine brazing those too. I need to put some sort of clamp on there to keep the lines from falling down through the floor. But I'm perfectly fine brazing those. But I could definitely see that being highly beneficial because of the close proximity to the floor and the freaking coil and all that good shit. You guys deal with many mobile homes up there? I feel like I've asked you that before.
Mobile homes. It depends on area. It depends on where area you go in. Like where I'm at, Charlotte mobile homes, maybe like Mint Hill, a little bit out further out from Charlotte. It's some.
Okay.
I don't think it's that many mobile homes here, man. Not
We
that
got a
I do.
shitload of them here.
Yeah,
I actually
I've
don't.
been.
I like to work on them, to be honest with you. Other than the
Yeah,
fact that
I
sometimes
think
when you deal with a mobile as a
the
customer.
last mobile home I really worked on was a while back ago, and I picked the wrong system in that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, they run that high static, dude. Like if you put like a
Yes,
normal freaking
you
indoor
have to
unit,
you have to do a PCS on those
yeah,
ground
a PSC,
floors.
yeah, yeah.
I did a what was it, a air temp. That was the worst decision I ever made. I think the guy replaced the compressor two
Yeah.
times. He replaced the compressor two times, changed the motor one time, and the unit is only a 2022 or 2000 I think it's 2021 or 2022. And I just told him call the manufacturer up and let him know what's going on with the unit. But he does need new ductwork in his mobile home as well.
Okay.
So yeah,
So that's the only time I would recommend you actually use a regular standard
yeah,
residential unit is if you can get in there to redo the ductwork, which is going to look like shit because it's underneath a mobile home, but
yeah. Everybody I
it's a
see do
pain in the
mobile home
ass.
ductwork. They just take it out from the main source and go ahead and run a plenum underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see a lot of people, they just convert that sucker over to a package unit and then just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
run a couple of ducts in from there. And depends on if it's a single wide or double wide too, to whether
That
you got a crossover or not.
that was
But
my first time when I first started in mobile home. It was a whole bunch of Hispanics in it, and the ductwork would have water and that shit, and toys and cards and all type of stuff in that ductwork.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just drill a hole, man, and just let
yeah.
it
And
drain,
there's
dude.
always somebody smoking cigarettes in that motherfucker.
Always.
Whole unit smell like a Marlboro.
Yep. And it's got that like,
Cold caked up. Yeah,
brownish, like reddish, nicotine color to it, yellowish.
cold caked up like a mother.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
I definitely like me a mobile home air handler. I tell you what, with that evaporator cool just sitting on top, dude,
Yeah.
like so simple. But yeah, the furnaces can be kind of a pain in the ass. Our questions are kind of slowing down. Come on, guys, what you got? What you guys been dealing with out there in the world lately? Is you guys' business starting to finally pick up? Hopefully, some of you guys are starting to get more calls in. We're finally people are starting to finally turn on their air conditioners. You should be running maintenance calls already if you're not, but hopefully we're getting some air conditioning calls. Tell me how's the calls going? What kind of crap are you guys running into out there in the world?
Let me say
Sell
it.
ductless in many a mobile home. I mean, it's not a horrible idea. I don't. Most of the mobile homes I see, I don't typically recommend it because like you do typically need like four heads inside on a lot of these. Now, if it's a single wide and it's set up properly, you can maybe get one on this side and one on this side and try to connect them, but it doesn't really. But I mean, there are a lot of opportunities, especially for the ones that are, we got a lot of mobile homes out there that are running window units and crap. So
And that probably work out good, especially with the duct work.
yeah,
I think most of them older mobile homes, they all got duct work issues.
I mean,
Dude,
mobile homes come out of the factory with ductwork issues, to be
yeah,
perfectly honest with you,
yeah.
dude. Especially these upflows, the ones that they try to put the ductwork up in between the roof and the ceiling. And
Oh, I
there's
never seen that
literally
before.
there's only 6 inches between the roof and the ceiling. And so,
Yeah.
like, every single one of them are trash. So I keep running into like 5-ton units. They've got 5-ton units on there, and they'll literally have a sticker on the plenum going up into the attic, I'm going to call it attic. There's no attic. In order to fix these duct flow issues, you got to cut a hole in the ceiling or in the roof. But it'll say something like it's rated for basically a 3-ton. And that's what it passed with, and it's got a 5-ton on there. And so every single one of those systems are like freezing up. And I've got 2 freeze stats out there where there was no other way around it, man. The evaporator cools perfectly clean. We've got an upflow ductwork system, and it's not sized to get rid of enough air. So we're freezing up in optimal conditions. It's not even like suboptimal conditions. And so I got to put a freeze stat on the damn thing just so it won't freeze up over long run times. And that's absolutely stupid for a brand new unit to be doing something like that. But I mean, you could do other things. Don't get me wrong. You could try to like finagle some more duct work off or something somehow. But everything is all bad for the customer.
Chandler says, fresh intake, how often are you adding it? What's your thoughts on why you make that call?
Well, I mean, if you got a sealed freaking home, if you got an envelope home, you have to add fresh air intake. Right?
Yeah.
Well,
Jimmy,
how are you making that call?
as far as the fresh air intake?
Yeah. Do you put any fresh air intakes in?
Yeah. Definitely.
Now, do you do it with like an ERV or an HRV or something, or how are you doing? Are you just plopping them directly into the return? Okay. Yeah. I know some guys that are just running directly to return, like around a little freaking 4-inch duct outside with a filter grill outside, and then you're like, I don't like that, but yeah, do it with an ERV.
He said we sell 30K 5-zone jobs. All right.
Yeah.
Shit, a lot of people going to the mini split way compared to the traditional unit.
I mean, I like the mini splits, honestly. I look at them kind of like a window unit where I don't really try to repair them. You know, if they're on my own place, I'm not trying to like fix them. I'm just going to rip it off the wall and put a new one up there.
Yeah.
So I kind of look at them like the disposable kind of window unit kind of deal these days. But that's me doing my own install and not, paying $30,000 for a ductless job. But I love the ductless. Now, no, 100%, Jimmy. You would be surprised. That hadn't popped up yet. Oh, there it is. You would be surprised. Some of the mobile home guys, they will choose some of the higher efficiency stuff, and some of it kind of actually sucks because you can't get some of the higher efficiency stuff into a mobile home. And honestly, here's another thing that blew my freaking mind. I was thinking about when we went to go buy our house. I was thinking about putting a double wide on there until we, had the money to build a house. And the double wide was going to cost me more than a 4-bedroom already built like brick home. And so we didn't go that route. But yeah, it was going to be like $200,000 just to get a double wide. Plus I was going to have to get it over there. We're going to have to get all these utilities hooked up to it and all that stuff. So why the hell are we paying $200,000 for a mobile home?
My man, Jimmy. That was my guy right there. Yeah, it's about to be that time.
Do you do mini ductless?
Yeah, I get a few requests for it. Sometimes in garages or maybe a master bedroom. Like I just said, I had a call with the 5 units. She didn't want to take the units down to the stub so we can run the ductwork. So I just told her just go with a 3-head zone on that place. That's her best option for her money. I'm not sure if she's going to be able to afford the price I'm gonna send her, but at least she know where to go as far as to getting it conditioned for when she I guess she rent the property out. So
okay, gotcha. Yeah. Oh. You happen to offer it? You have many financing options?
Yeah, I actually just got with FTL and
cool.
Yeah, in Wells Fargo. So
no, Chandler, you wouldn't use an ERV every time. Those are specific case by case basis. Let's see. Now, if it is an envelope home, so we got spray foam, all that kind of stuff, yes, you're pretty much need to be using an ERV, HRV, something like, well, not even an HRV, but an ERV, pretty much every time, because you do have to replace, you got to bring in fresh air because there's no natural fresh air coming into the home.
Yeah.
A lot of these homes, they don't really need it because a lot of our homes are leak like a sieve. Okay, now that's the reason. One of the reasons for doing the blower door test and doing all these other tests and stuff, so that we can define exactly how much air is actually infiltrating into the structure. But for instance, I've got ridge vents on my house right now. Well, I've also got a whole bunch of penetrations from my attic space into my home. And so there is actually air movement going in and out. That's not necessarily the best thing because that's not necessarily clean, healthy air to be breathing. But that is all just to say that there is air movement already happening through my house in a natural way without having an ERV. So I don't necessarily need one. But it can be beneficial, especially if I wanted to tighten up a whole bunch of this stuff. I'm sure you can add better. I'm a little far removed from some of this stuff, but I'm sure you can add some better insights to that.
No, you got it, man. You hit it on the head.
Okay.
Especially if the space is capitalized. I mean, capitalizing as far as the spray foam, because that stuff right there create moisture within itself inside the joists.
Yeah.
I don't see.
Yeah, and then you got some major issues once you get moisture coming in. So,
Yeah.
Or not even moisture coming in.
See,
You're
now,
not getting rid of moisture.
when you get into doing that, you definitely with high efficiency units and duct
Yeah.
work. So people that get that really care about that system. Now I've seen some been put in backwards, installed backwards.
So they're like
Yeah,
blasting air outside. So
put in backwards.
got to go to trying to open up the front door.
Because a lot of them use a lot of them use it in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we got quite a few. It's catching more and more on. Like I said, we've got all these insulation, all the new construction stuff seems to be going spray foam route. So
Yeah, yeah. So that's why they're using them now.
yeah, 100% Chandler. I used to be a pro spray foam guy, and I am 100% against spray foam these days. But yeah, they outcast. I've replaced several evaporator coils that replaced in some spray foam areas that basically the only one thing that we could come up with was the foam was outgassing and created a whole bunch of like corrosion areas, former carrier corrosion and whatnot. Um, I don't believe that spray foam is good for our health to live in daily. Now, don't get me wrong, I've not done all the tests and all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
So do not take my word for that. But personally, I'm a cellulose kind of guy these days. I like my cellulose. And man, that spray foam's expensive as all get out too.
Oh yeah, it's definitely expensive.
Jeez.
It ain't cheap.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it as an HVAC tech though, man. When you get in that attic, dude, and it's
I remember the
100
supply
outside.
house. I think they still sell that crap. Like you can spray it. You don't have to insulate the duct where you can spray it on there.
Yeah.
I wonder if guys still use that stuff.
Dude, I've seen a couple of them.
I remember when they tried to pitch it out because it comes in a drum, in a little drum.
Yeah, it looks like a refrigerant jug.
Yeah. I haven't seen it physically as far as like on a job site, like the spray foam on the ductwork.
What I want to know is what happens if there's an issue and you have like you can't just tear into the ductwork, dude.
Yeah.
Like you gotta like start carving through foam, or like if you need to like replace any of the ductwork in the future. Like I mean, I realize that that's kind of like a negligible point, but
all I know
I ain't trying to screw with that.
People just making up stuff for a quick get rich scheme. If it sells,
I mean, that's everything about everything, man. Like somebody thinks that some newfangled thing is gonna be the game changer and jump on the bandwagon and hope to make as much money off of it as you can. And that's kind of where we're at with all this AI, man. That's why everybody is trying to sell these damn AI freaking call answering services. Why? Because it's easy as hell to set up, and they're gonna try to charge you like a monthly fee for it. And it's just like they're everywhere. And it's because like, and is it that great? No, not really. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, this is the future, man. I guess
Yeah, it's the
this
future.
is
Yeah.
the future.
Yeah. It's the future
It's gonna be
until it's
crazy.
the past,
You be
man.
hot. You be hot in the house and hello. This is AI. I can call you back. You call
Right.
5 companies and you talking to a fucking robot.
Yep.
Well, that'd
Yep.
be a good opportunity if you got answering service with human beings. You more than likely will get that call in a case of emergency because the last thing you need in emergency is hearing the AI server talking to you, especially in the
Yeah.
middle
Or
of the summer.
you say like, hey, this is an emergency. Getting me a technician out here to
Because
fix my thing.
most companies don't really answer the phone. I remember
Yeah, they don't.
I was just curious about like do people answer the phone? So I called maybe about 10 companies and only two answer the phone. And I get that
Yeah.
from clients, and I never thought about it like do they really answer the phone till I end up just calling them off of my other phone, acting like a customer, just calling them and see if they answer. They only
It
answer the
blows
phone.
my mind, dude. I'm not gonna lie
Yeah,
because like people are paying money for these leads that they're not answering too,
yeah,
and it's like it hurts their SEO. It hurts everything. Like Google watches when somebody calls your business, and if you don't answer the phone, guess what? If your competitor answers the phone, Google already knows that your competitor is better than you are because they actually served the customer and you didn't do a damn thing. You couldn't even be bothered to pick up your phone, man.
yeah,
Like your business runs off of phone calls. Why are there customers out there still that are calling up your business and they're saying like, I called 5 other companies and nobody answered
yeah.
the phone? You know what that says? That says the door is wide open and you should be blowing the damn doors off of that thing, because as long as you're answering the phone, you're telling Google that you should be number one because not another person is answering
Well,
the
I
phone.
do like the one AI feature right now when you call and it asks, "What are you calling for?" and then I could go hop on the phone. That just
Yeah.
from spam calls right now. I like that feature for spam
Yeah,
calls.
no, that's definitely inputting
They're a
something.
little they're getting a little advanced now. They act like they're customers too, and because when they call, it shows like in the text message with the voicemail or they're saying, and then you can
Yeah.
answer the phone. But they acting like customers now. And then when you pick up the phone, hello, 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 SDR, hello, hang up. Or I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the time when I got a van was shopping for a van. I made a mistake and put my company information on that. So now I just get thousands of calls of people who want business loans. I give you 50K or 100K or something like that every day from some financing people calling, or maybe Google just sold my number.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. They're getting crazy out there.
Yeah,
You could do some things to kind of thwart it. So make sure that you put your phone number on the do not call.gov website. I don't know if you already have it there or not.
yeah.
It basically just removes all the legit marketers. So you still got the spammy guys. But Eric says, could y'all hit a little bit on marketing as far as SEO and is it worth the investment? That is a little bit of a loaded question. So Eric, that'd be kind of like me coming up to you and being like, hey, could you hit a little bit on heat pumps and is it worth it for me to switch my house over to a heat pump? Like, I don't know, because without seeing your house, without knowing what you're dealing with, I can't tell you fully. However, SEO is vital, important for all of you businesses, regardless of whether you pay for anybody to do it or you just do some of this work yourself. You do need to do SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization, basically meaning somebody runs a search on Google or any other platform and hopefully they find your business. So obviously you should work on customers being able to find your business. However, what needs to be done and what you should do for your area, that is entirely dependent upon a lot of factors. So I do recommend, well, I do offer I'm not trying to like shout out my business or anything, but I do
Man,
offer a,
shout out your business, man.
all right,
Shout out your business, man.
all right, we're shouting. So I do offer a free SEO, basically a free audit. We'll go through everything that you've got set up. We're going to go through kind of like your entire area because every single geographic location is different as to like what should be done or how much needs to be done. There's some people out there that can just build a website and they can rank number one for their entire service area. Willie cannot rank number one in his entire service area just by doing a website. So hit me up. I can basically run a search. We'll look and see exactly kind of where you're at right now. And then I'll give you the exact avenues that you should take to get your business where you need to be. And I'm not even going to try to sell you. I'm just going to tell you everything that you need to do. Now, don't get me wrong. We do all that stuff. And so if you're like, that's too much and I don't want to do all that, how much is it? Hit me up. I will tell you how much it is. But I also have YouTube videos, all that good stuff to teach you exactly just how to do this all yourself. Okay. So I'm not trying to make a sell. And yes, I am in Oklahoma, Darien. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and drop a link just to my calendar because, like I said, as soon as if you went ahead and booked on this calendar, the only thing that happens is I'm going to go through, I'm going to start looking on the internet for your business. I'm going to run a rank grid for your business, which basically shows what your customers see around your entire search area. And then we'll get on a call and I'll explain it all to you and I'll tell you what you need to do. And then I'll send you some YouTube videos so that you can do it yourself. Anyway.
Chandler says, how do you go about charging for a customer that wants an estimate for a large repair replacement, even if it takes a load count? How do you go about charging for one that wants an estimate for a large repair replacement if it's large? That's the link right there for the booking. Let me go back to Chandler before I read Jimmy's question. He said, I need to go out for customers for estimate for large repair versus replacement, even if it takes a load. That depends on how you got your business structure. Everybody run different on that business as far as how they do estimates. Some people charge for estimates, some people do free estimates and do assessments. So it depends on how you got your business structure. And as far as repairs, I don't do estimates on repairs. It's a service fee for me to come out. If I gotta crank my tools out and spend about 40 minutes to an hour there, I'm charging. Now, if it's just me giving a quote, taking some pictures, getting some tape measure size, door sizes and stuff like that, that's cool. But if it's me opening up the panel, doing all the work and seeing what's going on, I'm charging for that. So you got to really structure your business better on what you allow and what you don't allow as far as your business. I done had people call me out and say, "Hey, I want a maintenance," and the whole time is a HVAC issue, or I want an estimate, and the whole time they wanting to see what's wrong with the unit. They want you to put your hands on the unit and see what's going on, and now you done gave them told them what the issue is, and now they don't want to pay so they can find someone cheaper.
Yeah, we used to get a lot of people calling up like, hey, can you come out and maintenance our system? You look them up like, yeah, the last time we were out there was 8 years ago. So why do you want to maintenance all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Like, well, you know, everything's really fast. I just want to come check it out. Like, feel like it needs to be cleaned up. And like, bull crap, but you haven't had a maintenance in 8 years. So this is piece by piece. In order for us to clean your condenser coil, it's going to be $150 in order for us to go over there and check your, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
start.
it is a
It's
finesse.
like,
It is a finesse game, regardless. From HVAC guys finesse the clients, and sometimes the client finesse the HVAC guys. So you really have to have your
yeah.
business structured correctly to where they got to understand what you're saying, because they will manipulate your words.
All right, Jimmy over here says SEO ranks your website, not necessarily your business. You can have your business found on PPC and LSA. SEO can help actual business rank, which is important because they skip the paid rankings. So okay, so just to evolve that, I don't want to get too in depth on this one, Jimmy, because we can get pretty in depth on that. So you guys, all of you HVAC guys should actually. SEO is a broad term. Okay. That's like saying you do HVAC. Okay. Now, do you do commercial HVAC? Do you do freaking, kitchen stuff? Are you freaking doing only vent hoods? All of that is HVAC. Now, however, if I'm a residential HVAC guy, I'm probably not getting up on top of a restaurant and changing out vent hoods and all that stuff, but I still do HVAC, right? So SEO is SEO. HVAC guys, they only need to focus on local SEO. And now what local SEO means is where you don't give a shit about your website, to be honest with you. Your website is only there to tell Google and other areas on the internet that all the stuff that we need to tell it. So we're focusing on local SEO, which is going to be ranking your Google business profile primarily. And so actually, let me go ahead and take another real quick field trip because this can be much better explained through an actual visual here. So let me open up my new tab. All right. So currently, I don't know where I'm located. I'm currently located in Broken Arrow as far as my computer is concerned. So what we're looking for is if somebody was to run a search for AC repair, okay, we're in Broken Arrow, so it's going to be pulling up Broken Arrow businesses. Coincidentally, I am actually really surprised we don't have any Google LSA, but we do have a PPC running here. I want to do another one because this is not going to explain to me near as good. All right, so AC repair near me is what this is actually going for. Now we show these top two businesses right here. This is your Google LSA ads. And so if you were going to be paying money for ads on Google, I do recommend that you do it through the Google LSA route because it is the very top thing that is found. However, as you can see, a lot of HVAC guys are having problems right now. So everybody and their mom is actually running ads for Google LSA right now. So now's not a good time because there's actually nobody searching too. Anyway, I digress. This right here is your Google PPC, Google pay-per-click. And that ad is, the design of that is to actually get your website shown so that people click into your website and then they go from there. This design is they actually just basically call directly to your business, which as a heating and air conditioning business or as any other home service business, the number one method that customers come into our business is through a phone call. And so our goal, getting the phone call, okay? We don't really care too much about the PPC. PPC is a pain in the ass to set up, a pain in the ass to monitor, and a pain in the ass to keep on top of, as well as the fact that you have to have a dialed in conversion website. Stay away from PPC as an HVAC business, personally. Okay, so we're not even wanting to add here. Now, this technically right here could be PPC as well. We're not worried about that either. About 30% or so of your customers will actually click into a sponsored ad, which leaves 70% that said we're not clicking into a sponsored ad. Most of those go to your Google business profiles right here. So right here we have the top 3 Google business profiles right after the ads. This is the local SEO goal, okay? You want to be top 3. This is considered the local map pack. If you can get into the top 3 right here, it is almost a wash as to which one of these businesses they're going to call. That's where it comes down to the reviews and it comes down to other scenarios like that, okay? But the main goal, we need to be in the top 3 right here. The reason the website doesn't mean shit is because the website's down here. Now, when you are trying to get your website to rank through traditional SEO methods, which are typically a national kind of a ranking thing. So this is if you're a national business, we're home service, we're not worried about that. But if you were trying to rank right here, you're trying to compete against Yelp, you're trying to compete against Angie's List, you're trying to compete against Thumbtack, et cetera, et cetera. So if we scroll down here a little bit, we might be able to get our website ranked, but the other thing is our customers that want to call us really call us because like it's 95 degrees in their house. They're not going to your website to try to get more information or anything like this. These are the hot to trot people, the people that want to call somebody right now. They don't come down here. They just make a phone call from right up here. So once you know the goal, then we can know how to attack the goal. But first and foremost, local SEO is what we focus on in HVAC. We don't give a crap about the website per se. Now, the website information is how we get the Google business profile and we get Google to say that we need to be here through all these local things, all these different local keywords, these different local pointing things.
Anyway. He said search AC repair in his county to see where his air nerves rank.
Where the hell is Louisa County?
I think that's in Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Virginia.
Is that Virginia? All right, we'll go Virginia. All right, what are we looking for? And see what Air Nerds. All right, Air Nerds, you're up top right now. So you're doing great. You're doing awesome with your reviews here. Right there, that's all looking great. I don't want to dive in too much deeper, but because we could go for a while. But as you can see, you're ranking number one. So if somebody was wanting to call somebody, now I'm doing this on, oh, I'm not even freaking sharing my screen. Guess it helps. It does help if I share my screen. All right, so we run a search for your area, and Air Nerds does pop up. Oh man, it's like delayed. Air Nerds does pop up right up here at the top. Now I'm doing this on my computer, and so you won't see the call button because it knows that I'm on a desktop, and so it's not going to bring up the call button. But as you can see, you're ranked up here, so you're banging pretty good. Once you close at 11 p.m., Wayne's might move up ahead of you. It's hard to say. Google will position your business higher for when you're open, basically. And your website down here is, the fourth number one. But like I said, nobody cares about the website really. I can do. I've got your business information now. So Jimmy, if you want to go and just send me a DM on Facebook or something like that, it's Mark Cantrell or Upward Bound Media, either one. I can record you a video tomorrow or something, and I could just send it over to you to kind of just let you know the exact rank map that you're showing. Right over Louisa, I'm not sure how you say that. You're looking good. But when you do a rank map, you can kind of draw that out, and we can do a whole bunch of different points besides just that one little circle. Anyway, so either shoot me over a DM or go ahead and go to upwardbound.media/calendar. Go ahead and schedule there. As soon as you schedule there, I'll run the rank map before our meeting. We get on a meeting, I just explain everything to you. That you should be focused on, or whether I've never had anybody that didn't need to focus on anything, but maybe you don't really have a lot that you need to focus on. You're all right, number one right now, so that's pretty good. It is late at night over there too, so a lot of your competitors might be closed, which will naturally catapult you up a little bit higher. So we do all of our rank grids in between 9 to 5, typically 9 to 4 usually, so that we can make sure that everybody's open. Well, Dario's got a particular situation. Hey, Dario, can you shoot me over a message? I'm more than happy to look in through all your guys' stuff. I don't want to get too involved on the live stream here with that, because that's not technically what this is for. But definitely hit me up either on Facebook or Upward Bound Media on YouTube. Hit me up somewhere, or just schedule a call for the strategy session. I'm planning on rolling out a less invasive version of this, where you just come in and fill in your information, and I send you over a Zoom recording, because I realize that everybody is fearful of sales calls and all that kind of crap, because I'm also fearful of the sales calls, so I don't ever click into anybody's things. And so I am going to try to make this a little bit easier for you in the future, where I could just send you over Dario. I'm just Mark Cantrell on Facebook, Upward Bound Media on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whichever one you want to go to.
His information is in the comment. He sent his booking in the comment.
Yeah, and it's upwardbound.media/calendar. If you want to send me an email or something, it's just mark@upwardbound.media. And then my website will have all that information too. So it'll have all my social profiles and stuff if you guys want to go check out any of the other stuff. And I do teach this stuff on my YouTube channel. So I hate to make another freaking plug in our live here, but go over to my YouTube channel at upwardbound.media, or actually it's just Upward Bound Media. And I teach everything that I do in my business, because to be perfectly blunt, the reason I do this is because if you have the time to do this, you don't have the money to pay me to do it. And if you're running your business properly, you don't have the time to do all the work that I have to do. So I just flat out tell you exactly what I'm going to do, and then I say, this is what I'm going to do. I showed you, basically. It's like when Willie goes over there and he shows how to change out a compressor. You're like, you don't really expect the customer to change out a compressor, but if they want to, watch go for it.
What's up, my boy Terrence?
Yeah, Upward Bound
Terrence,
Media.
cool AC guy, 407.
Oh,
What
right there.
area code is 407? What is that? 07.
Oh no, I'm 405, so but the numbers never are like close. So 407 is probably somewhere like completely different.
Man, I think that's pretty much it. We hitting at an hour and 40
Florida.
minutes. It's your call, man.
Anybody got any last question? Any last second?
Yeah, we take
questions?
we take we take a last we take a last round. We take a last round. Last call for shots. Last call for shots. Last calls for shots.
Yep. You know how to go home, but you can't stay here. Orlando.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, you guys are probably booming over there right now, man. But that you guys get hit before us, man. Like it like flows and it slowly works its way in this direction. But Florida, from what I hear, is on fire. Hey, Willie's got the GOAT University over there. So Eric, I highly recommend you jump into that. And you entertain some one-on-one kind of stuff over there or something, don't you?
Yeah, we do some one-on-ones and for the program, I just give them the source to the information they're looking for. Sometimes I post daily on certain information. I just use other people content that's already doing it, the direct information, and I just post it daily on the page for people to study. That way they could just get that information directly.
Chandler says, I asked, well, where you at? Was that the large repair one? I think he answered that. Was that the large repair one, Chandler? So you asked one.
I think that was the how many? Oh, it says how many clients does a single service take? That was his question.
Oh,
He said, how many clients does a single service tech business need to make a great living, doing high quality trust work that's the right way, being honest and building connections with good customers and fire the bad customers? How many clients does it?
With one tech? Well, so I mean, I'm assuming all these guys should be on your maintenance list. So you should be hitting them twice a year, right out of the gate. Man, I don't know. My minimum number would be like 500 that I would feel safe with as a single guy.
500 contact lists?
Yeah, 500 clients, like actives.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Honestly, I've never even like thought about that, to be perfectly honest with you.
I don't think that's an exact number because you got some clients that you might hit it off one time big. Because I don't have some clients that spend 10,000, 20,000 with me, and I haven't heard from them in years.
Yeah.
So it depends. It really depends, man. It really depends. That's where scaling come from. You really have to make some revenue first to scale. Can't scale if you ain't having no revenue. That's the first move.
Sound like it might not even be wanting to scale. I don't know if he's just talking about one tech.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't recommend studying the one tech route because it become like, imagine. So I know a guy, dude tore his MCL, right? Well, now what happens? You're the only effing guy at your shop. You have a bum knee, dude. You're not crawling into attics. You're not dragging units any freaking where for months. Like, if you're the only guy there,
yeah,
you do need to make sure that you've got yourself a safety net. Like, what? There's so many instances that like shit happens.
It does happen. Life happens.
And yeah. So it's tough when you're the only guy. Like, I mean, hell, even you just get COVID or some crap. Like, you might lose 10 of your best damn customers, and it was all because you couldn't even go to their house physically, and they had to have somebody come out to their house.
Yeah, there's no secret number to it. If anything, just up the quality, try to get as
Yeah.
much as possible out of each job if you're a small company, and then when you have that cushion for funds and credit, then you go there and hire and train people because the business don't mean nothing if you're not training anybody. And it's speaking for me because I'm a one man show and I hire some people and now I'm responsible for people now. So it's just a growing process. But you definitely don't want to be the only guy. You be ripping
Yeah.
and running all day. You gotta realize the guys that make those revenue 500,000 or more, they're working almost 7 days a week. So
Yeah. That's
yeah.
rough. So honestly, if I wanted to run solo myself, my goal would probably be two. So
Yeah.
too big. Now, two big ones. But then you still run into the issue of like if I lose one of my two, I am completely screwed. But if you had like a big commercial account or something like that, that they ended up having like a whole bunch of small like commercials within the commercial. So like you'll have a whole bunch of these where they like rent out buildings and different stuff for the commercial
Yeah.
places. And you could just, be booked up all year round with just one customer. However, like I
Eric,
said,
that,
if
I
you
think
lose the customer, you're screwed.
I think that's what the most owners struggle with. That's like the small small guy by himself. Now he got employees. Now when he get the employees, you got to worry about keeping them busy all year. And then now you got the next level. Once you master keeping your employees busy, is are we going to grow more once we get to 1 million revenue and more? Do we need more vans? And so it's different levels, man. So you just got to find out what works best for you. Not everybody is not cut out to be a what I would say a corporate style company. Not everybody's not made for that. Sometimes you could be two or three guys and you could keep them busy. Like you say, your maintenance contracts, commercial. It's different things. You got to try it all, man. I say try it all and see what works best for you. Because if you limit yourself to one thing, then you're gonna always have that slow season every year to where you land off your employees.
Yeah, now you can thwart some of that too. So, Eric, I highly recommend that you watch some of my YouTube videos. And actually, I'm in the process of editing our next YouTube video right now, which goes into depth about this because the business is the exact same every single year. You are going to have a spring and you are going to have a fall. And FYI, it's going to suck
Yeah.
every year. So, what can we do as a business owner to? I realize you got these awesome peaks, dude, but what can we do to kind of more just like level that out? Some of the things that are just really quick and easy to do and implement, so most of them need to be done during the busy season, don't get me wrong. But say you got a duck job, for instance, you sold a duck job. Well, you don't want to freaking do a duck job when it's 100 degrees outside and the system happens to be working perfectly fine at the current moment. How
Yeah.
about we tell them we'll give you a 20% discount if we do this duck job in November? Boom. Now we have big money still coming in, and then you'll have them give you like some upfront payment to make sure that they're
Yeah.
like locked in and stuff. Maintenance agreements are huge. Texting and emailing your current customer list is freaking huge. Whether it be for getting on the maintenance agreement or whether it be to try to let them know that, hey, by the way, springtime's here, which means allergies. Guess what? I sell air scrubbers. You know, whatever it be, you know that this time is coming every single year. And I keep having this conversation, and I do get a little animated
I
with it, and I
guess I guess
apologize,
I
but
guess guys don't. A lot of guys. I mean, cause I'm having that trouble too, and I finally decided to really get more active. A
mhm.
lot of people don't want to do that work. That's what it boils down to, cause it is some work calling people and persuading them to sign up to something that you believe in and your brand. But
Mhm.
I mean, you have to do the work. You got to do the work.
Yeah,
Not
the only
not
problem
not
there for a
everybody
lot of
not
agents.
everybody can afford like what he say to have your name listed at the top and spend that because those guys are spending 5 to 10 grand or more a month on those advertising and getting that name in certain places that you can't. So
Well, and then to top that off, though, they're paying like $10,000 to get their name listed at the top of Google right
yeah,
now. Which the top of Google means that somebody got on their damn phone and they search for something.
Yeah.
Well, it's 70 degrees outside. I don't give a shit if you put $100,000 into
Yeah.
Google. Nobody's searching,
Yeah.
but you can still get customers coming into your business in other methods and other avenues
Yeah.
than Google. So SEO sucks right now. However, if you put a lot of money and you put a lot of effort into SEO right now, your summer's about to be lights effing out. And it's because you put the time and effort in when they weren't searching. Because they will be searching, but they're not right now. So don't put any of your money towards the search. And that's what my video this weekend is going to be. Hopefully I get it out this weekend. We'll see, man. My editing skills suck and I take forever. But anyway, it is of vital importance that you just understand your business does this number, but you can do some things that are going to level it out. You just have to know that FYI next year is going to be the exact same thing. And the year after that, it's going to be the exact same thing. Some of them are going to be worse than others. Don't get me wrong. But there's always the downward trend.
Yeah.
And as long as you know this, you can prepare for it and you can actually do things to where you can be profitable and start growing during this time.
Yeah, being more proactive.
Yeah, and honestly, that's a lot of what I recommend this time of year is like putting your boots on the ground. Like go to the local chamber of commerce. You don't have a job today. Well, how about you go to the local chamber of commerce? They have like a networking meeting in the morning where you can go get coffee and donuts and go shake 15 people's hands that happen to run your city, that happen to own businesses in your city, and they know everybody in your city. And so you're growing your word of mouth. All you guys talk about, you want to, all you do is, work off a word of mouth, but you don't actually work to get the word of mouth. You just assume that the word of mouth is going to naturally happen. And it does to some extent, but like you gotta forge this, out of nothing. You're building this from nothing.
For nothing. Yeah.
You've got to do the work.
It's like sports, man. You get in, you get out what you put in, man.
Yeah, I went to practice three times. I think I'm going to the MLB, dude.
And with Jimmy saying it's branding as well. Sometimes some people brand pop off better than your brand, and they're making a bank because they had the right branding.
Yeah, no, branding is paramount because it makes everything work.
There was other companies that was like McDonald's, but they're not around no more.
Yep.
Yeah,
community involvement, reviews, 100%, yeah. And like I said, I'm gonna be trying to teach this. I keep teaching it every year. If you go back to last year, a little bit before this time, I've got videos saying, by the way, this time's coming. Here's the things that you got to do. We do this every year, but every year I hear the same thing. Like, oh my God, I just hired 3 new guys. I bought 2 new trucks. And then for some reason in September, it slowed down. In October, it slowed down. Like, yeah, it's weird. Like it's only happened for the past 15 years in a row.
Yeah.
Weird. But it's coming. Just prepare.
I guess guys get that high off that roller coaster from the summertime, and then,
dude, I feel them, dude. Like I want to buy the Corvette too.
Yeah.
But you gotta ride it out, man.
Swimming in the money, man, until it run dry, and then they back again. So
yeah.
That's something nobody could train you for. They could tell you things, but you have to figure that out within yourself and your company.
And it's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal, but it's going to be, hopefully it's brutal enough that you finally figure it out. You know what I mean?
Because I done had some guys that I talked to who made a good summer to where it rolls over and it helped them during the wintertime when they keep their guys on payroll. Even if they're not working, they still getting paid just to keep them on for when they do get busy. So it just, man, it depends on what type of owner you is and how you want to run your business, man.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you almost need to do that these days just to keep the morale up and stuff. Because if you start laying people off this year, well, like
they'll never come
next
back.
year, they ain't coming back, dude.
Yeah, because they know what it is now.
Yeah, but if you show them like, dude, I'm going in the negative, make sure that you guys are fed. Like, I mean, that respect. You know what I mean?
That's that boss talk right there.
Yes, sir. Well, I think we're wrapped.
Yeah, I think
we're looking good.
I think we maxed out right there. We were right at 2 hours.
Yes, sir.
It's a good outcome, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I
Yep.
have nothing to say, man. I appreciate you. If you got anything to say, Mark, you can end it off, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it too, man. You guys have been great. Thanks for all the questions. Hopefully, we'll be back. Make sure that you ask any more questions either in the community, anywhere. We're literally here to help you in any way, shape, or form that we can, man. There is zero excuses out here for failure because all you got to do is and raise your hand, man. We're here for you. Okay.
Awesome, man. Appreciate you, man.
Later.
All right, guys.